आसलें कशें तुमी तुमची जर्नी स्टार्ट केल्ली म्हणजे
गेल्या मस्त बिजो की विसल्या वाळांनी पडल्या
तुमी इंजिनियर जाल्यार ह्युमॅनिटीसाक गेल्यात सो कंप्लीट ऑफ फील्ड डिफरंट फील्ड
I decided to give it a try.
कितल्या टाइम तुम्ही ते प्रिपरेशन केलात UPSC म्हणटा टफेस्ट एक्झाम
3-4
मस्त
months I
कष्ट
would
आसा
not have studied anything. I would have just come back and be at home with my parents.
तो डिफरंट स्टेजेस खंयचे ते एक्झामात UPSC एक्झाम म्हणटा बरोवनचे जाल्यार
Means is a process where you have to write every type of answer in a very elaborate way. I advise everybody not to give. 3 things helped a lot. I cleared in 3rd attempt.
Yes, तुम्ही आता प्रस्तुत इंडियन रेव्हेन्यू सर्व्हिसान तुम्ही आता सेवा दिता आसा
Rank आयल्या उपरांत सर्विस एलोकेशन जाता.
ड्रग पेडलर जांक तुम्ही नायजेरियन आणि तातून जातले सो
Person was trying to escape in one of our cases.
हाय हॅलो नमस्कार ಭಾರತೀಯ ಕಥೋಲಿಕ ಯುವ ಸಂಚಲನ್ ಮಂಗಳೂರು ದಿಯಸೀಸ್ ಯುವ संपर्क म्हणल्या युट्यूब चॅनला मुखांतर मुझे पयन या तिसऱ्या एपिसोडाक वीक्षण करण्याच्या सर वीक्षकांक ॲस्टन डिसोजा निर्मार्गाचे मगास प्रणाम मगाचनो एका स्त्रियेनं दृढ निश्चय घेतल्यार खंयचेय सदन करूंक शकता म्हणून या एपिसोडात आमकां पळोवंक मेळटा ती स्त्री गवा निरडेची एका मध्यम वर्गाच्या कृषी कुटुंबांत जल्मोन शिकाप देणे संपवून UPSC 387th रँक अपनावन आता प्रस्तुत इंडियन रेव्हेन्यू सर्व्हिसान ती आपली सेवा दिते येत आसा नाव ऐकताना आमच्या कोडियाळांत मात्र नाही असता सगळ्या कर्नाटकांत सगळ्या भारतादत एक नावार्दिक व्यक्ती आणि ती स्त्री जावन आसा मनेस्तीन मिशेल क्वीनी डिकॉस्टा मनेस्ती मिशेल क्वीनी डिकॉस्टा या कार्याक तुमकां मोगास स्वागत आमी मागता
Thank you.
कधी तुझे नाव ऐकताना मोगास केवळ आमच्या कोडियाळांत मात्र नाही सगळ्या कर्नाटकांत सगळ्या भारतांत ते नाव फामाद जाल्लें जावन आसा आमच्या क्रिस्तांव लोकांक क्रिस्तांव युवा जनांक तिचे नाव एक इन्स्पिरेशन म्हणून येत ऐकताना एक उर बघता कितें म्हणटात मॅम आता आम्ही संभाषण सुरू करच्या पहिले तुमच्या बाळपणा या तुमचे बाळपण कशें आसलें कशें तुमी तुमची जर्नी स्टार्ट केल्ली म्हणून सांगून
हांव मंगळूर DSCच्या किरेम वाराड्याच्या पयलींच्या किन्निंगोळी वाराड्याच्या निरडे फिरगजीतावन येता आमचे एक माडमाडयांचे कुटाम म्हज्या डॅडीचे नाव लाझरस डिकॉस्टा आणि मम्मीचे नाव नॅन्सी फेल्सी डिकॉस्टा म्हाका दोगां भाव भयण्यो आसात म्हज्या बायचें नाव निशॉल राणी डिकॉस्टा आनी बाबाचें क्विन्सन हानी डिकॉस्टा म्हजें बाळपण सगळ्यांच्या बाळपणा बरी मस्त नॉर्मल आसलें निरुडेच्या सांट्रोकीच्या फिरगजीतान जल्मोन हांव थंयत सेंट झेवियर हायर प्रायमरी स्कुलांत हांवें प्रायमरी स्कुलिंग केलें ताच्या उपरांत लिटल फ्लावर हाय स्कूल किन्निंगोळी हांवें हाय स्कूल कर्ण आनी आळवासांत हांवें PUC केल्ली सो म्हजे ल्हानपणाचे दीस आमच्या मंगळुरांच्या धाकट्या धाकट्या फिरगजीन जाल्ल्या हर एका भुरग्यां बरी मस्त सदे आनी नॉर्मल ताल्ले आमी पावसांनी उलटा सत्री काण घेवन मस्त इस्कालाक गेल्या मस्त बिजो की विसल्या वाळांनी पडल्या सो इट वॉज very normal childhood and the memories of which I still cherish and love to come back to all of them.
येस मॅम तुम्ही सांगले बाळपण नॉर्मल तर जियेल्यात म्हणून सांगू नॉर्मल तर उरल्या बरी तुम्ही असोनी खेळल्यात तुम्ही PUC जाल्या उपरांत इंजिनियरिंग करचे निर्धार घेतलो म्हणून चिंता आरवी कॉलेजीन तुम्ही इंजिनियरिंग सुरुवात केलें सो UPSC चे चिंता तुमकां खंय रिजल्ट काडले मोतीक तुमच्या खंय आयिल्लें ते सिव्हिल सर्व्हिस फिल्डाक वसाचे तुम्ही इंजिनियर जाल्यार ह्युमॅनिटीसाक गेल्यात सो कंप्लीट ऑफ फील्ड ते डिफरंट फील्ड ते सो कशें तुमकां ते डिफरंट सेक्टराक या म्हणून सांगून थंय सेवा दिवया म्हणून तुमचे मोतीक आयिल्लें
इंजिनियरिंग जाल्या उपरांत ह्युमॅनिटीज इट हॅपन्ड इन द प्रोसेस हांव UPSC शिकतना आय जस्ट फाउंड the field of public administration very fascinating and you have a master's kelle but coming back to where exactly UPSC mulle chinta apkaintawn aile I should say it came from my parents and especially my father mujha pappa ko UPSC vision thodi idea ali so tani graduation kartana ताणी मस्त जाणांक UPSC केल्ल्या अधिकाऱ्यांक तांणी पळयल्ले एक तलोय हुद्दो आसा तली एक एग्जाम आसा अँड त्या एग्जामांत तुवें मस्त तुजें करियर मानतना समाजीक सेवा दिव्यत म्हणलें चिंताप तांच्याळे केदाळे आसले My father was a panchayat member for a very long time. So, both my parents are service-oriented mentality ते दौरतात. तशें तांणी केदाळय एक करियर, एक सर्विस, एक खंयचोय पात आपणा खातीर करिजे म्हणून पळोवना. तांणी केदाळे आपणा खातीर करतना दुसऱ्यां खातीर, गांवा खातीर, सोसायटी खातीर तुज्या तांकी तितले दुसऱ्यांक तुवें दिजे म्हणलें. आमकां तेगांयकी म्हाका एक बाय आसा आनी एक भाव आसा. आमकां तेगांयकी तांणी शिकयल्लें आसा. तशें हें चिंतप एक एग्जाम अशी आसा म्हणून हें चिंतप आमकां तेगांयकी घरा गोत्तालें. सो इंजिनियरींग जाल्या उपरांत I decided to give it a try. That is how I started from very, very blank zero slate after my engineering.
ओके, झिरो तुमकां काय आयडिया नासली ताच्या
Definitely not. I only knew there is some exam and there is some services.
ओके, UPSC विशयी तुमकां पयलें PUC तर कळीत असलें की और तुमी इंजिनियरींग सुरवात उपरांत या म्हण तुमकां बगलें?
Completely, as I already said, पहिले सांगल्या पर्यंत I started from ground zero engineering झाल्या उपरांत. Yes.
सो इंजिनियरिंग जाल्या उपरांत तुम्ही UPSC गेल्या, ते प्रिपरेशन ते स्टार्ट करताना, किक स्टार्ट करताना कोणी आता एक्झाम्पल आता कशें म्हणजे एक आयडियाज जायचे, ते आयडियाज तुमच्या मते कशें स्टार्ट केले? म्हणजे बुक्स जावन गी और कोणी तुमकां रेफरन्स दिलें गी और कोणे तुमकां तें स्टार्ट करूंक एक तुमकां किक स्टार्ट करून तुमच्या लायफार?
इंजिनियरिंग झाल्या उपरांत I did not join the MNC which I was employed in, and I went to Delhi and I took the coaching. So the journey, initial days of coaching and then reading some books, I realized Kalin syllabus asa, what is the process of the examination, what are a lot of other exams which is available, what exactly are the services which entails this exam, or there are other lot of group A or civil services and similar exams, and what happens. So basic knowledge also I gained after that, and I think I must say ki initial जे familiarization हांवें few classes अंत घेतले, that is a foundation. But now I should say it is all available online. So maybe because of the COVID and the days after that, आता तितू knowledge, if I have to suggest someone, you can get sitting at the comfort of your house and you get a better knowledge. So
ओके, तुम्ही थंय कोचिंग कान केलें दिल्लींत, तो कितल्या टायम तुम्ही ते प्रिपरेशन केलां? UPSC म्हणटा टफेस्ट एक्झाम, ती मस्त कस्ट आसा. इमिडिएटली आता 1-2-3 महिन्यांनी आमकां ते प्रिपेअर करूंक जायना. मस्त चिंताप आसा, मस्त वावंट आसा तातूंत. तुम्ही ते कशें तुमचें प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट केलें? जर्नी कशी आली प्रिपरेशनाची UPSC?
I started, as I already said, soon after the engineering. Pun there was lot of I should say I learned it in a very intermittent manner, because तत्त टायमार स्टेट सर्विसाची एग्जामी दिवन आली. कर्नाटका स्टेट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह सर्विसाची एग्जाम हांवें 2 पुटींग क्लियर केल्या, and because of that, after I gained the initial knowledge of what is the process, what is the journey of the examination, and etc., I've come back to Mangalore. हांव घरांत जाली, हांव घरांत रावन प्रिपेअर करतली, and I would give Karnataka exams also 2 पुटी हांवें दिल्या. And then again when I had to prepare some more because of the optional subject or some other subject was added, I again went to Delhi for some time and then I again came back. So it was not a definite journey I can explain. There was a lot of gap. 3-4 months I would not have studied anything. I would have just come back and be at home with my parents. And in between, after the state exam, I must have felt very relieved and not done anything. Because I cleared it twice. I had that confidence I would clear. So, and again, I kept giving UPSC exams in the meantime. So definite journey and definite time frame, I don't advise anybody. It all depends on where you are, how you are seeing it, and what is your comfort zone. Maka timetable fix करणं या टाइमर इतले शिकाजे ते वर्क जायना. So I am a person who has to understand at my own level. This differs from, I think, person to person. Tancha interest or capability santi matter karta. As I always say, it is not that your 100% or 98% matters. Someone with 40% also can just do it with his interest. So what matters in here is, at the end of the day, कि तुम्हें प्रोसेस अँड जर्नी अंडरस्टँड करीजे एपटी तुका तितले समजल्यार देन यू टेक युअर टाइम अँड यू परस्यू इट.
ओके, आता डिफरंट स्टेजेस असतात एक्झामात. युपीएससी डिफरंट हंत असतात. तो डिफरंट स्टेजेस खंयचे ते एक्झामात युपीएससी एक्झाम म्हणतात बोरोंचे जाल्यार तुम्ही बरयत असताना खंयचे बरं स्टेजेस तुम्ही एक्झाम क्लियर करता तुम्ही लास्ट राउंड इंटरव्यू असता च्या पहिल्यांचे गले पर राउंड ते सांगियात की
So, UPSC exam anta, it is Union Public Service Commission. It is a commission. It is UPSC exam is not equivalent to civil services exam. Okay. Civil services is a kind of services. So, under UPSC, like there is CAPF exam, also a lot of other exams. So civil services exam is one such thing where you select Group A services and some Group B services also across various civil services to be appointed. There are 20 odd services. Okay. Tantuno, first journey is it is a 3-stage process. First there is prelims, then there is mains, and then there is personality test. Prelims anta, you have 2 papers. So normally this exam is, I think, in May or June every year. So in these two stages, you have one general science paper, and then there is a optional paper. The optional paper is more of aptitude test. You have your English, you have your maths, all basics, but put it in a very nice way there. You will have to just qualify it. And in the other paper, which is everything, which is whatever you have studied, it could be history, polity, geography, economy, current affairs, whatever out there. And there you have to score as much as possible. So they see, have you qualified? Yes, you have qualified. Then they see the marks count. And there are various other factors of what category are you in, how, and etc., etc. And then you are qualifying for the mains. So in the mains exam, after the prelims result, you get 1 or 2 months to prepare. Mains exam is entirely a subjective paper. Subjective paper means you'll have to write your answers in a very elaborate subjective way. It is not multiple choice. So prelims is completely a multiple choice. Mains is a process where you have to write every type of answer in a very elaborate way, and it also matters how you present your thought process. What they really check is how you are able to put across your points to the other person. 3, you have your language. That is one elective language and one compulsory language, which is English. So first stage आम्ही पळयले, there is one qualifying paper and then there is one GS paper. Okay, so अंतून क्वालिफाय जाल्या उपरांत हे पुरा मल्टिपल चॉईस असता. सेकंड स्टेज आम्ही सब्जेक्टिव्ह पेपरार आसा. सब्जेक्टिव्ह पेपर इज all papers you have to write answers. I think around 20, sometimes there are more than that questions, and you get 3 hours to write your answers. 3 no paper असतात. Okay, so let us start from language. Language एक compulsory English आणि एक ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट. तुम्ही कन्नडा सिलेक्ट करियेत, तुम्ही खंयची कोंकणी सिलेक्ट करियेत, हिंदी सिलेक्ट करियेत. These are all the options from the constitution scheduled languages are available. Okay, and both these papers are optional. These are qualifying papers. So cut off marks मेळ्ळ्यार जाले. These are not considered for your final evaluation as such. You need to qualify. Then there are 2 papers there is a essay again of 250 marks. All these papers are 250 marks each. Okay, so Antunu essay center, they'll give you 4 options to write a essay on. You'll have to finish 2 essays within the stipulated time. And then there is GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4 papers. So GS1 paper is normally, it is also a mixed paper. There is some history and all that. GS2 paper, a lot of the things go on current affairs and polity and all that. All these papers are connected to current affairs. So you'll have to link your answers to the present and what happened in the past and how do you want to get the best out of it. Okay. GS3 paper is mainly on economics and related topics, and GS4 is ethics. Your ethics, integrity, morality, values, all of it. So after this, so we finished 2 language papers, 1 essay paper, GS1, 2, 3, 4, and then last 2 papers are optional papers. Optional papers under, you'll have to select 1 optional subject. Previously it was 2, now there is 1 optional subject. In that optional subject, you will have 2 papers. One is normally the basics and the theory, and second is the application. How do you apply that knowledge into the practicality? So the questions are asked in such a way that they evaluate all of it in their final evaluation. And now we finished all the subjective papers, and third stage is the personality test. So you have qualified this, you have qualified the subjective papers also, then you will be called for the interview. So there's a lot of filtering for the interview. They hardly call, I think 1:3 ratio back then. So it depends on the number of seats, and then they put a ratio and call the people for the interview. Interview is all about your personality test. There's an interview board and the head of the interview panel, and all of them will be asking your interviewing you, asking you questions, giving you scenarios and all that. And once all of this is done, then they publish the list of result. And later on, according to your application which you have filled, where you have given your preferences of various services, various states, various other preferences, they allocate you services in the way you have got your marks and whatever category, etc., you are eligible for. In the mains, so you have 9 papers. We just discussed about languages. In languages, both the papers are qualifying papers of 300 marks. Rest of the 7 papers are called merit papers, whose marks are counted for your final assessment. And these papers are 250 marks each. At the same time, our serious students also should go and tap all the resources available for them, which are free of cost, which are at the subsidized levels from everybody around us. I know I've heard a lot of it, even in Mangalore, a lot of people are ready to help. Our community people are ready to help. Please use those pathways to pursue your passion.
ओके इतल्या मोठा प्रोसिजर राहतं तुम्ही प्रिपेअर करत असताना चॅलेंजेस काल फेस केला चॅलेंजेस आता डेफिनेटली असतात मस्त कष्टांची एक्झाम UPSC challenges hurdles काले तुमच्या तुम्ही फेस केले एव्हरी स्टेप आन एव्हरी प्रोसेस आन
One of the foremost challenge muniyata you find the process difficult. It is complicated or difficult, or may not be difficult but very complicated for you. So you backup support तुमका जायजे आणि ते पेशन्स तुमचे वयर दवरूंक की कोणी रेडी आसाजे तालेकर म्हजे डाडा आनी मम्मी केदाळे म्हाका सपोर्टार ताल्ली अँड I was blessed enough की I got that time and comfort zone to keep trying. So that is one of the foremost challenge I feel, to not give up and keep trying. And also then this exam has a high risk percentage. So what keeps you motivating? You need to have your second backup. So to find that comfort zone makes you feel better. So that was the thought process which was there in my mind also. I did continuously work to make sure that if this doesn't happen, I have something else. So even when I talk to people, discuss with somebody, I also encourage them to sort out their pressure points and prioritize. Other than that, third thing, the entire journey, because I was giving state exams also, I was traveling also. One thing you'll feel ki one of the papers may not go, one of the exams may not go well. अच्छे सब्जेक्टिव्ह पेपर आणि एक पेपर सोमा जावन आयसता अंतून अनेक स्टेट एग्जामांत हे पेपर जावन आयसता दॅट thought process, that thinking always comes to you. So please concentrate on the process, not on the outcome. If you always think I have to be number one, I have to do this, there is nothing else, it is not bad, but unnecessary pressure build up jata. त्या खातीर if possible, you try your best. Happens, doesn't happen is secondary. You should have a satisfaction at the end of the day की अवे म्हाका कितले त्या टायमार, don't regret it. म्हाका त्या particular टायमार म्हज्या पोझिशनांत हांवें कितलें करूंक म्हाका तांक आसली की तितलें हांवें बेस्ट केलां. That is the best way to continue. So these three things helped a lot. I think everybody's situations will be different, but these three things kept me going.
कितले अटेम्प्ट्स लागले की पुरा तुमका कितले अटेम्प्ट्सांनी तुम्ही क्लिअर केले UPSC तुमचे?
UPSC I cleared in third attempt. First attempt I gave without any preparations, which I advise everybody not to give. But I cleared in third attempts. So
आता तिसऱ्यादा एवरी अटेम्प्ट जाताना तुमके खूप असेल या पट्टी जाता म्हणून सांगून?
yes.
असेल.
Yes.
The first दोन स्टेजर तुमचे
first stage and म्हाका hope
third स्टेजर तुमका गोता असेल.
Second and third I had
Clear
little
जाता
hope.
गोता
Yes.
असेल.
No, clear जाता म्हणून म्हाका गोत नातले. I had hope. Clear जाता म्हणून केदाळे अशे you definitely do not know.
No. रिएक्शन कशें असलें घरावर तुमच्या इंटरव्यू आता लास्ट स्टेज तिसऱ्या स्टेजर तुम्ही क्लिअर करून भायर येता आसतना इंटरव्यू जावन तुमकां मतीन गत आसलें आमकां 387 रँक म्हाका मेळटा घरा क्वेश्चन आसता तुमच्या एक मतीन एक आयडिया आसली कितें?
Definitely not. Interview जाताना you just come out of the interview hall thinking interview कशें जालें. Did you do that introspection? How did your interview go? Nothing else. And I came back from Delhi to home. I did not think much. I had some work also. I finished that and I came to my hometown. You might get an idea that I have done well. But more than that, I personally did not have any idea. So that result takes a lot of time. The result is not immediate.
कितले मंथ लागले म्हणजे रिझल्ट आयल्या उपरांत घरा मस्तो कशें आसलें रिएक्शन त्या त्या दिसाचे एक ग्लिम्पसेस दिवे की कशें आसलें तुमकां तर शॉक जालें की तुमचे रिझल्ट पळोवन?
It was not expected, so I was obviously very, very happy. घरची सगळी मस्त happy आली. Then सगळे family, friends and few people, well-wishers and newspapers and all that who wanted a small write-up or an interview, they did contact me and all of that was there for some time. Yes.
तुम्ही आता प्रस्तुत इंडियन रेव्हेन्यू सर्व्हिसान तुम्ही आता सेवा दितात आसात ताच्या विशयान देखील काले काम करतात कशे तुमचे अंतू UPSC सिव्हिल सर्व्हिसान कशे तुमची जर्नी स्टार्ट झाली म्हणून सांग?
सिलेक्शन जाल्या उपरांत रँक आयल्या उपरांत सर्व्हिस एलोकेशन जाता. सर्व्हिस एलोकेशन जाल्या उपरांत ट्रेनिंग आसता. सो ट्रेनिंग तांचे हर एका सर्व्हिसाची तांची अकॅडमी आसता. त्या अकॅडमींत ट्रेनिंग जाल्या उपरांत तुमकां ते फील्ड पोस्टिंग दितात. फील्ड पोस्टिंग I can say the posting of that particular service. So you join as normally assistant commissioner or so. Coming to Indian Revenue Service. Indian Revenue Service and I work for indirect taxes and customs. So आमचे main काम implementing GST and customs. So every day we work juggling between enforcement as well as trade facilitation. So all the acts, all the rules, whatever the changes which come through notifications, GST meetings, parliament and all that. So you'll have to keep your mind open for everything and keep implementing.
ओके. आता तुम्ही रेव्हेन्यू सर्व्हिसान तुम्ही आता सेवा दितात आसात. लास्ट टाइम 2022 अंत तुमची झळक पळयली ड्रग पेडलर्सांक तुम्ही नायजेरियन आणि तातून धरले. सो रेव्हेन्यू सर्व्हिस ड्रग्स कशें कोरिलेट जाता म्हणून सांगीत की?
Indian Revenue Service works under Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. So indirect taxes is GST is a indirect tax. You know the difference between direct taxes, that is income tax, which directly has a liability on you, and then there are indirect taxes, all kind of indirect taxes. So under indirect taxes, we also implement not only GST and customs, around 50 or more than 50 allied acts to the extent whatever we can execute it. So NDPS Act we completely implement. We even file complaints. There's specialized officers or directorates who do that, or a lot of our officers, field commissioner, executive officers also implement NDPS Act. To some extent we also implement Wildlife Act and a lot of other acts, because at customs gate when you are sitting, you need to, if there is some animal which is coming into our country, you need to check a lot of permissions and all that. So we work very closely with Wildlife Crime Control Bureau, Animal Quarantine, Wildlife Department and all that. Like that we work with drug controllers, Department of Health and Animal Welfare and all that. So NDPS is also one such field which we work very, very actively. So in Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, we pursue drug cases very seriously, and it is job to safeguard our economic boundaries from drugs coming in and also the drug peddlers which are spoiling our social capital. So यात जर्नींत आमच्या ऑफिसांत एक अशें ते एका केसीर काम करतना फॉर सम brave act or pursuing the person who was trying to escape in one of our cases, I got that award.
Bravery Award. DRI Award म्हळ्यार काले म्हण सांगितलं.
DRI Award is Directorate of Revenue Intelligence is one of our premium directorate of enforcement and anti-smuggling, and that agency was giving that award.
तुमचा आता जॉब आता सक्सेस काले तुम्ही आता अंतोनात आपणायले आता विरी प्रोसेस आता वयर येतात आता असिस्टंट कमिशनर जाऊन तुम्ही आता स्टार्ट केले जर्नी आता तुम्ही डेप्युटी कमिशनर जाऊन आता वावर करणार ती जर्नी कशी असेल तुमची?
Success is whenever you see some person coming to your office and then getting his issue solved and going back with a smile is a success for you. That is a personal success for me. I try my best to expedite the processes, whatever I can, to help them out with, again, as I said, balancing out my job responsibilities and laws, acts and everything. And that is what makes me happy. So journey from the day you join as assistant commissioner to the now I'm a deputy director, which is nothing but a deputy commissioner, is a curve of growth. Government services, they say in general are generalistic. So they say a lot of times it teaches you to be a generalist. So you are an administrator, you are a manager, you are a leader, you're doing your multitasking, you're juggling with lot of things, and you learn to do lot of things at the same time. You have to balance and you have to keep that threshold for everything you are doing, not lose your calm, and at the same time, whatever difficult it is, not compromise with the rules and regulations what you have. So for me, it has been immense learning journey. It is interesting. You learn a lot of things, self-development. Also, you feel happy when you see someone, appreciating the work you do or just leaving with a smile from your office.
आता या संगीतान तुमच्या जॉब भशेन तुम्ही मस्त प्राऊड आसा, तुमकां मस्त खुशीच बघता. तुम्ही आजच्या तावन युथांक काल इन्स्पायर करचे, युथाक एक मेसेज तुमच्या तावन.
So it is the very apt question, since we are also recording it on a Independence Day. The pride which I get is because I'm able to serve our country, serve our nation. That feels happy. You are able to contribute in a very small way, but that does matter. So everybody's service matters. So including all of us in the room. So that service matters a lot. That is what I'm proud of. For the youth, I would say ki explore the options. Don't get fixated to only one subject or one path. Please explore the options. See what are the opportunities there. One of them might attract you, or you feel कि I'll be happy doing this. Of course, these are all service-oriented careers. You will have to think that within yourself whether you want to pursue this, and if you're wanting to pursue this, then be committed and give a little time, be patient and focus on the process. Don't focus a lot on the outcome. So try to do the process better, have your plan B, and more or less believe in yourself. And while you believe, keep yourself updated. And as I said in the beginning, explore. If you don't explore, if you don't grab the opportunities there, you will not be able to know what is out there.
येस, एक्सप्लोरेशन मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट तेंचे एक्सप्लोर करनाला आमकां आमच्या जिवितान खंयचें कळना. आतां अशें साबार जण यूथ आसात, आतां UPSC क्लियर करतात, एक अटेम्प्ट दितात आनी फेल जातात, हें करनात. पेरेंट्स आतां फस्टाक सपोर्ट करतात, बट एक पटेन नाका. सदावत आमच्या कोडयाळांत तुमकां गलीत आसा, गव्हर्मेंट जॉब म्हणटाना सदावत सपोर्ट करचें उणें. सो पेरेंट्साक तुमची मेसेज कितें? आतां पेरेंट्सांनी तांच्या पुश करीचे की तांकां कशें पाडता पण मुखार धाडटा ताचे विशयांत एक सांगीत की पेरेंट्सांक एक.
ओके, पेरेंट्सांक तांच्या भुरग्या विशयांत बेस्ट कळीत आसता, बट ह्या सिच्युएशनान भुरग्यांनी तांच्या पेरेंट्साक मेसेज दिजे की तुम्ही आता सांगिल्ल्या बरी एक अटेम्प्ट दिवन ती सोडटात म्हणून. फर्स्ट अटेम्प्टांत यू जस्ट रियलायज मेनी अ टायम्स तुवें प्रिपेर करूं नये, तुवें हाफ हार्टेड प्रिपेर करनाशिवन ते एग्जाम दिल्यार फर्स्ट अटेम्प्टांत तुका जस्ट रियलायज जाता की एग्जाम प्रोसेस कशी आसा, वॉट आर द क्वेश्चन्स यू गेट, हाऊ यू हॅव टू आन्सर. ताच्या उपरांत अगर तुका नीज जावन परतून ट्राय करूंक आसा आनी you are confident that you don't want to give up and you want to keep trying, then give that message to your parents. Majority of the parents I know or our community will support you. So parents, please have little patience. If they are coming back to you for the second time and telling, I want to try again, please give them a chance and let them try. I know nobody can criticize you. You know your situations better. You know your child better. But in case if your son, your daughter gives you a message, I want to try again, please encourage them. Have a little patience with them. And at the same time, our youth should tap the doors or whatever places, parents, your community gives them lot of pathways to go forward, that they should explore. And म्हाका कळीत आसल्या बरी आजकाल सगळ्यांक एका दुसऱ्याक एनकरेज करूंक पाठिंबो दिवंक मस्तो रेडी असतात आणि हेल्प करूंक रेडी आसात.
होय, डेफिनेटली आता हेल्प करूंक रेडी आसा. तुमकां आता घरातून मस्त हेल्प केलें. मॅम, तुमचं UPSCची जर्नी पुरो आमी आता क्लियर केली, पुरो आता समजलें IRS तुमी वावर करनासात. तुमच्या फॅमिली बॅकग्राऊंड विशयात आमकां कळीत की तुमी मध्यम वर्गांतून आयिल्ले, कृषी कुटुंबांतून. सो तुमचे घरा कशें आसात, घरची फॅमिली कशी आसात?
आमी तेगा जाणां भुरगीं अँड डाडा मम्मी आरकनट आणि कोकनटाची कृषी करतात. आमकां माडमाडयो कोडयाळकारांक आसल्या बरी नॉर्मल. अँड आमी तेगाय इंजिनियर्स आहा. अँड म्हाका सोडून कोणी गव्हर्मेंट सर्वीस ट्राय करूना आमगेर. सो it is a challenge to take up something which is unpredictable. I wouldn't say it is difficult or it is complicated. It is yes, it is in a way it is, you'll have to put in little money, but I wouldn't say it is highly impossible and difficult. दावकुत्त जायना, पयशा विणे हें करूंक साध्य ना तें हांव सांगची ना. कित्याक म्हळ्यार इट इज मोर ऑफ अ पाथ खंय आमकां प्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी ना. आमकां कोडयाळकारांक हाच्या विशयांत अवेअरनेस ना. सो एनी चेंज वी आर रेजिस्टंट अँड एनीथिंग वीच वी आर नॉट अवेअर ऑफ आउट ऑफ आवर कम्फर्ट झोन मेक्स इट फील इट डिफिकल्ट, impossible or maybe too costly at times. So the predictability understanding melta musuru, I did feel it difficult. And but आजकाल पुरा आमकां आमच्या मोबायलार आतां डेटा पॅक्सी इतले सवय जाल्यांगी आनी लॉट ऑफ फ्री व्हिडियोज आर अवेलेबल फ्रॉम लॉट ऑफ अकॅडमीज जस्ट टू सी सॅम्पल क्लासेस वॉट इज द प्रोसेस एंड एवरीथिंग. तशें तुमकां खंय ट्रॅव्हल करन थंय रावून काही शिकाचें म्हणून ना. कोडयाळी आय थिंक एलोशियसाचे क्लासेस आसात, लॉट ऑफ कोडयाळी क्लासेस आसात, बँगलोरी क्लासेस आसात. तशें आनी थोडी फ्री क्लासेसय चलयतात. हे क्लासेसांनी एक्सप्लोर करन एक बेसीक आयडिया एक काणगे येता. पर्सनली म्हाका इनिशियली आय हॅड सीन दोज challenging time at my house also, but somehow we managed. It is difficult, but as I already said previously, it needs a little more patience from your parents, from not only your parents, the people surrounding you, and also a more of convincing from your side that I want to try, give me a chance, and that it works. I think that is what works finally. And then try to ignore the noise around you. A lot of people give you a lot of suggestions. Take only those which are good for you. And a lot of people might tell you negative things, but does not matter. People are there to give you suggestions. You're smart enough. You take good feedback, good suggestions. Ignore the noise. Keep trying. Don't regret. Have your plan B. Don't worry, it doesn't happen. All that matters is you were sincere to you. After 20 years, you have to ask yourself, not someone else. So after 20 years, it does not happen. You ask yourself, I tried. Yes, given the situations 20 years ago in my life, with people surrounding me, my parents, I did my best. It's okay. So I always say it pays off. येनातल्यार अनेक मेळटा, देव आमकां केदाळय दिता. It will always be paid off and you will be in a much, much better place with lot of beautiful surprises in your life.
यशवंत, तुम्ही आता इंजिनिअरिंग झाल्या उपरांत तुम्ही आता सिव्हिल सर्व्हिसाचे गव्हर्नमेंट सेक्टरांत वावर करचे म्हणून तुम्ही चिंतात दवरले. आता इन केस तुम्ही आता पास जायनातले जाल्यार एक्झाम क्लियर करनातले जाल्यार ते प्लॅन बी काल आसले म्हणून सांगितले. आता कंचिंग करतना आमकां दोन आमी संगती दवरीचे आमच्या मतीन, ते इधर प्लॅन ए और प्लॅन बी. तुमचे एक्झिक्यूट प्लॅन ए जाले, आता प्लॅन बी काल आसले तुमच्यांत?
प्लॅन बी म्हणजे स्टेट सर्व्हिसाची एक्झाम हांवें ऑलरेडी क्लियर केल्ली. सेकंड टायम हांवें स्टेट सर्व्हिसाची एक्झाम क्लियर करतना म्हजे UPSCचे रिझल्ट आयिल्ले. इट वॉज व्हेरी पॅरलल. सो आय ऑलरेडी हॅड प्लॅन बी इन माय हँड. बट अगेन सम पीपल माइट डिसएग्री विथ मी की हॅव्हिंग अ प्लॅन बी इज कॉम्प्रोमायझिंग विथ युअर प्लॅन ए. सी, वे इट फॉर युअर सेल्फ अँड सी. तुम्ही तुमच्या लाईफांत दोनांचे इम्पॉर्टन्स पळोवचें पडटा. वेर देर इज हाय रिस्क, then you please keep your plan B. I'm not saying give it up everything. Keep a plan B in the similar service. There is armed forces, there is Indian engineering service, there is CAPF, there is forest service, there is different state services, there's police service. There are a lot of options where you can make your career while serving people. So there is a mix of lot of things, and if not त्यात फिल्डान तुका पॅरलर अनेक ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी दिसता. यू कॅन पिक दॅट. बट वाईल you don't want to keep anything else, this is my only goal for anything which you are doing, keep it, but see the risk. It should be as per your risk. If the risk is too high, please have one that gives you the internal strength to parallelly continue something else also and explore.
आता खंयची एक स्टुडंट और आता पेरेंट्स आता सजेस्ट करतात ल्हान भुरगो आसतना 8th 9th आसतना सिव्हिल सर्व्हिसाक वसा म्हणून सजेस्ट करतात. सो खंयचे सुटेबल टायम ते आमी जर्नी स्टार्ट करच्या, प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट करच्या, खंयचे सुटेबल एज?
आय फील देर इज नो सुटेबल टायम. ओके, आम सगळ्यांक गोत्ता स्टार्टेड अर्ली इज बेटर, डेफिनेटली बेटर. आय एम नॉट सेइंग नो. But for these exams, you need, most of the exams apart from ND and all, you need a basic graduation. ग्रॅज्युएशनाच्या उपरांत स्टार्ट करच्या बदलाक तुवें ग्रॅज्युएशनान खंयचे स्ट्रीम काणगले तातूंत सब्जेक्टाक ऑप्शनल दवर न्हू. लॉट ऑफ पीपल चेंज ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट, नॉट एन इश्यू एट ऑल. बट तशें तुवें स्टार्ट केल्यार तुका सेपरेट ताच्या भशेन वाचचें म्हणून गरज ना. यू विल प्रिपेअर एटलीस्ट 1 or 2 papers parallelly आणि rest of the papers again you will have to revise what you have studied in the school, high school and all that. तशें that would help. But there are a lot of people who have done their MS, MD in surgery and come back and cleared UPSC. I have a lot of colleagues who are doctors. I have a lot of colleagues who are PhD. I have a lot of people who are working in working abroad who have come back, cleared UPSC and who are working with me. So more than I think it is what age, I would say, what is that point which you think you really want to, okay, I don't want to work anymore here. I want to work something in these streams. I want to work for state government. I want to work for central government and all that. That thought process when it comes to you matters. Again, for someone to get this thought process, ये चिंता आप कोणाक म्हणी ये जे तरी ताका awareness आसाजे. So awareness is very, very important. Then you should give the freedom to that person to choose his stream where you want to continue for the next 20-30 years. So a lot of people tell me ki ek attempt दिवन मागीर continue करू ना म्हणून. You can't push somebody to be there. Presently आतांच्या युथाक मल्टिपल ऑप्शन्स आसात आणि बरे बरे करियर ऑप्शन्स आसात. नॉट दॅट यू शुड नेवर undermine the other option which they are thinking. Maybe someone may be a very good entrepreneur, and whereas someone else could be a very good lawyer or very good doctors. So if you are in that position where you want to choose, they should be allowed to choose after whatever 1 attempt, 2 attempts they have given. But at the same time, please give awareness to everyone, because that is what gives them the freedom to continue for the 3rd time or come back from somewhere and decide ki no, I want to change my stream. I want to do this. Preparing early is better, but awareness is more important while serving in services like this.
तर मोगाच्या वीक्षकांनो, आयच्या एपिसोडांत Ms Mishal Queenie Dcosta हिचे जिवीत, हिच्या जिणेच्या विविध मेटा विशयांत आम्ही हांगासर पळयलें. तर मोगाच्या वीक्षकांनो, आयच्या कार्यक्रमाक येवन तुझ्या बिझी शेड्यूल आसल्यार मुंबईन ती वावर करनासा जाल्यार हांगासर ह्या कार्यक्रमाक येवन तांचो अमूल्य वेळ आमकां दिल्ल्याक Ms Mishal Queenie Dcosta भारत एकत्रित युवा संचलन मंगळूर DCS तर्फे तुमकां देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. सबार युवजनांक प्रेरण मेळोवन दी म्हणली आमची आशा जावन आसा. फुडल्या तुमच्या जिविताकी, फुडल्या तुमच्या मेटांकी आमी सर बरें मागता. मुखारी सड आनी सड आमच्या कोडयाळाचें नांव मुखार व्हरून दी, आमचे कोंकणी क्रिस्तांचें नांव मुखार वचून दी म्हण सांगून आमची आशा जावन आसा. मोगाच्या वीक्षकांनो, हांगासर आयचें एपिसोड सोंपता. मुखल्या एपिसोडाक आतुरायेन राखून रावा. दिस इज Aston Dsouza, Neermarga signing off. सो मेस्तांक देव बरें करूं. लांब जियो. भारतीय कतरिक युवा संचलन मंगळूर DCS.